Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that originated in Greece, emphasizes the importance of emotional control and rational thinking. At its core, Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. Mastering our emotions is crucial in daily life, as it allows us to navigate challenges with clarity and composure. When we learn to manage our emotions effectively, we can reduce stress, improve our decision-making, and enhance our overall well-being. Emotions, if left unchecked, can lead to impulsive actions and regrettable decisions. By practicing emotional control, we cultivate resilience and the ability to face adversity with a calm mind. Adopting a Stoic mindset offers numerous benefits, including increased mental clarity, improved relationships, and a greater sense of inner peace. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, while accepting what we cannot change. This shift in perspective can lead to a more fulfilling life, as we learn to let go of unnecessary worries and anxieties. Furthermore, a Stoic approach fosters a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment, allowing us to find joy in everyday experiences. As we delve into practical techniques for managing anger and frustration, we will explore strategies that align with Stoic principles. These techniques will empower us to respond to challenging situations with grace rather than react impulsively. By incorporating practices such as mindfulness, reframing negative thoughts, and employing deep breathing exercises, we can cultivate a more stoic demeanor in our daily lives. Ultimately, embracing stoicism and emotional control equips us with the tools to lead a more balanced and harmonious existence. The belief that we can control external events often leads to feelings of anger and frustration when reality does not align with our expectations. Many people hold the common misconception that anger is a natural and justified response to adverse situations. This belief can create a cycle of emotional turmoil, as individuals feel entitled to their anger when faced with challenges. However, understanding that anger is not an automatic reaction, but rather a choice, can significantly alter how we respond to life's difficulties. For instance, consider the example of a man who is unexpectedly fired from his job. Initially, he may feel a surge of anger, believing that the decision was unfair and that he has been wronged. This immediate emotional reaction is often fueled by the belief that he should have been able to control the circumstances surrounding his employment. He may think, "I worked hard. I deserve to keep my job," leading to feelings of resentment towards his employer and the situation itself. However, this perspective overlooks a crucial aspect of emotional responsibility. While it is natural to feel upset about losing a job, the way he chooses to respond to that loss is within his control. Instead of allowing anger to dictate his actions, he can recognize that external events, such as being fired, are beyond his influence. By shifting his focus from what he cannot control to how he can respond constructively, he can begin to process his emotions more effectively. This recognition of personal responsibility is vital in managing emotional responses. It empowers individuals to take charge of their feelings rather than letting circumstances dictate their emotional state. When the man acknowledges that his anger stems from his expectations and beliefs about the situation, he can start to reframe his thoughts. Instead of viewing the firing as a personal attack, he might consider it an opportunity for growth or a chance to explore new career paths. This shift in mindset can lead to a more productive emotional response, allowing him to channel his energy into positive actions rather than dwelling in anger. Furthermore, Recognizing personal responsibility in emotional responses fosters resilience. When individuals understand that they have the power to choose their reactions, they become less susceptible to being overwhelmed by negative emotions. This awareness can lead to healthier coping mechanisms, such as seeking support from friends, engaging in self-reflection, or pursuing new opportunities. In contrast, when people cling to the belief that they should control external events, they often find themselves trapped in a cycle of anger and frustration. They may lash out at others, engage in self-destructive behaviors, or become consumed by bitterness. This not only affects their mental well-being, but can also strain relationships and hinder personal growth. By embracing the idea that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond, we open the door to a more balanced emotional life. In conclusion, the belief in controlling external events can lead to anger when individuals feel that their expectations have been violated. Recognizing that anger is not an automatic response, but a choice, is essential for emotional growth. The example of the man who is unexpectedly fired illustrates how personal responsibility plays a crucial role in shaping our emotional reactions. By shifting focus from external circumstances to internal responses, individuals can cultivate a healthier relationship with their emotions, ultimately leading to greater resilience and a more fulfilling life. Embracing this perspective allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace, transforming potential anger into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius and other prominent Stoics provide profound insights into the nature of external events and the importance of emotional control. Stoicism, as a philosophy, emphasizes that while we cannot control the events that occur around us, we can control our reactions to those events. This fundamental principle is at the heart of Stoic thought, encouraging individuals to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes rationality and emotional resilience. Stoics believe that external events are often beyond our influence, and thus it is futile to expend energy trying to change them. Instead, they advocate for focusing on our internal responses, which are within our control. This perspective allows individuals to maintain their composure and clarity, even in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, articulated these ideas beautifully in his writings. In his work, Meditations, he reflects on the nature of life and the importance of maintaining a balanced perspective. One of his notable quotes states, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote encapsulates the essence of Stoic philosophy, reminding us that our true strength lies in our ability to govern our thoughts and emotions, rather than attempting to control the uncontrollable. Aurelius further emphasizes the transient nature of external events when he writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This insight encourages us to view obstacles not as hindrances, but as opportunities for growth and development. By reframing our perspective, we can transform challenges into stepping stones toward personal improvement. The teachings of other Stoics, such as Seneca and Epictetus, also reinforce these principles. Seneca, in his letters, often discusses the importance of emotional control and the need to cultivate a rational mindset. He famously stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," highlighting how our perceptions can amplify our emotional distress. This idea aligns with the Stoic belief that our thoughts shape our experiences, and by managing our thoughts, we can mitigate unnecessary suffering. Epictetus, another influential Stoic philosopher, emphasized the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. He taught that we should focus solely on our own actions and attitudes, stating, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote underscores the critical difference between reacting and responding to situations. Reacting is often an impulsive emotional response driven by immediate feelings, while responding involves a more thoughtful and deliberate approach. When we react, we may allow our emotions to dictate our actions, leading to regrettable decisions and heightened conflict. In contrast, responding requires us to pause, reflect, and choose a course of action that aligns with our values and principles. This distinction is vital for emotional control, as it empowers us to take charge of our reactions rather than being at the mercy of our feelings. By practicing the art of response, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience, even in challenging circumstances. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics serve as a timeless reminder of the power of emotional control and the importance of perspective. They encourage us to embrace the idea that while we cannot change external events, we can change how we perceive and respond to them. By internalizing these principles, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater equanimity and strength. In conclusion, the Stoic philosophy, as articulated by Marcus Aurelius and his contemporaries, offers invaluable guidance on managing our emotions and understanding the nature of external events. Their teachings remind us that true power lies within our minds, and that by cultivating a thoughtful response to life's challenges, we can achieve a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Embracing these Stoic principles can lead to a profound transformation in how we approach our daily lives, fostering resilience and emotional well-being. The impact of others' opinions on our personal emotions can be profound, often influencing our self-esteem and emotional well-being in significant ways. Criticism, in particular, can have a detrimental effect, leading to feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and even anxiety. When we allow the opinions of others to dictate how we feel about ourselves, we risk losing our sense of identity and self-worth. This phenomenon is especially prevalent in the digital age, where social media platforms provide a stage for public commentary and critique. For instance, consider the example of a man who shares his artwork online. Initially, he feels excited and proud to showcase his creativity to a wider audience. However, as he begins to receive negative comments, his emotional state shifts dramatically. Comments such as, "This is terrible," or "You should give up," can cut deeply, leading him to question his talent and worth as an artist. The emotional turmoil that follows can be overwhelming. He may experience feelings of shame, anger, or sadness, all stemming from the judgments of strangers. This scenario illustrates how external criticism can penetrate our emotional defenses, causing us to internalize negative feedback and allowing it to shape our self-perception. The challenge lies in recognizing that these opinions, while they may feel personal, often reflect the biases and perspectives of the individuals offering them, rather than an objective truth about our abilities or character. It is crucial to understand that criticism is often subjective and can be influenced by a myriad of factors, including the critic's own insecurities or experiences. By acknowledging this, we can begin to detach our self-worth from the opinions of others. Encouraging viewers to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes internal validation over external judgment is essential for emotional resilience. This means recognizing that our value does not hinge on the approval or disapproval of others. Instead, we should focus on our own beliefs, values, and goals. Developing a strong sense of self can act as a buffer against the negative impact of criticism. For the man receiving negative comments about his artwork, this might involve reflecting on why he creates art in the first place. Is it for personal fulfillment, to express himself, or to connect with others? By reconnecting with his intrinsic motivations, he can find strength in his passion rather than being swayed by external validation. Additionally, practicing self-compassion can help mitigate the emotional fallout from criticism. Instead of harshly judging himself based on others' opinions, he can learn to treat himself with kindness and understanding. This shift in perspective allows him to view criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a definitive judgment of his worth. It is also beneficial to surround oneself with supportive individuals who uplift and encourage rather than criticize. Building a community that fosters positivity can create a protective environment where one feels safe to express themselves without fear of harsh judgment. Ultimately, detaching from external validation requires conscious effort and practice. It involves recognizing the power we give to others' opinions and actively choosing to prioritize our own self-assessment. This journey may not be easy, especially in a world that often emphasizes external achievements and recognition. However, by cultivating a strong sense of self and embracing our unique qualities, we can develop resilience against the negative impact of criticism. In conclusion, the opinions of others can significantly affect our emotional well-being, particularly when it comes to criticism. The example of the man receiving negative comments online highlights how easily external judgments can lead to self-doubt and emotional distress. To counteract this, it is essential to detach our self-worth from external validation and focus on internal sources of affirmation. By fostering self-compassion, reconnecting with our intrinsic motivations, and surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals, we can build emotional resilience and navigate the challenges posed by others' opinions. Ultimately, embracing our individuality and valuing our unique contributions can empower us to rise above criticism and cultivate a more positive emotional landscape. Remaining calm in high-pressure situations offers numerous benefits, particularly in contexts such as negotiations and conflict resolution. The ability to maintain composure allows individuals to think clearly, make rational decisions, and navigate challenges more effectively. One key concept that illustrates the power of calmness is non-reaction. In negotiation scenarios, for instance, parties often encounter high-stakes discussions where emotions can run high. When one party becomes aggressive or confrontational, the other party may feel compelled to react defensively. However, by choosing non-reaction, essentially pausing before responding, individuals can create space for more constructive dialogue. This approach allows them to assess the situation without being swept away by emotions, leading to more thoughtful and strategic responses. For example, imagine a negotiation where one party raises their voice and makes aggressive demands. Instead of responding in kind, a calm negotiator might take a deep breath and remain silent for a moment. This silence can be powerful. It not only diffuses the immediate tension, but also prompts the aggressive party to reconsider their approach. By not engaging in the emotional escalation, the calm negotiator can shift the dynamics of the conflict, encouraging a more collaborative atmosphere. Silence in this context serves as a tool for reflection and can often lead to breakthroughs in communication. It allows both parties to reassess their positions and consider the implications of their words and actions. This shift can pave the way for more productive discussions, ultimately leading to mutually beneficial outcomes. The ability to remain calm and utilize silence effectively can transform high-pressure situations into opportunities for resolution rather than conflict. Another valuable technique for managing emotional responses in stressful situations is the 3-second rule. This simple yet effective strategy involves taking a brief pause, 3 seconds, before reacting to any emotionally charged situation. The purpose of this pause is to create a moment of reflection, allowing individuals to assess their feelings and consider their response thoughtfully. In practice, when faced with a challenging scenario, such as receiving unexpected criticism during a meeting, an individual can implement the 3-second rule by taking a deep breath and counting to 3 before responding. This brief moment can help prevent impulsive reactions driven by anger or frustration, enabling a more measured and composed response. By incorporating the 3-second rule into daily interactions, individuals can cultivate a habit of emotional regulation, leading to improved communication and conflict resolution skills. Remaining calm in high-pressure situations not only benefits the individual, but also positively impacts those around them. When one person maintains composure, it can have a calming effect on the entire group, fostering an environment where collaboration and understanding can thrive. This is particularly important in team settings, where high-stress situations can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. A calm demeanor can serve as a stabilizing force, encouraging others to adopt a similar approach and work together toward a common goal. Furthermore, the benefits of remaining calm extend beyond immediate interactions. Developing the ability to manage emotions in high-pressure situations can lead to long-term improvements in mental health and well-being. Individuals who practice emotional regulation often experience reduced stress levels, increased resilience, and enhanced overall satisfaction in both personal and professional relationships. In conclusion, the ability to remain calm in high-pressure situations is a valuable skill that offers numerous benefits. Through the concept of non-reaction, individuals can navigate negotiations and conflicts more effectively, using silence to shift dynamics and foster constructive dialogue. The 3-second rule serves as a practical tool for managing emotional responses, allowing individuals to pause and reflect before reacting impulsively. By cultivating calmness, individuals not only enhance their own emotional well-being, but also contribute to a more positive and collaborative environment for those around them. Embracing these strategies can lead to more successful outcomes in high-pressure situations, ultimately fostering healthier relationships and improved communication skills. Learning to stop taking things personally is a crucial skill that can significantly enhance emotional well-being and resilience. At the heart of this process is the concept of indifference to external opinions. This does not mean that we should disregard feedback or constructive criticism. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of not allowing others' opinions to dictate our self-worth or emotional state. When we cultivate a sense of indifference toward external judgments, we empower ourselves to maintain our confidence and sense of identity, regardless of what others may say or think. To illustrate this concept, consider the example of a billionaire who faces public criticism. Imagine a successful entrepreneur who has built a thriving business empire. Despite his achievements, he frequently encounters negative comments from the media and the public. Some people criticize his wealth, claiming that he is out of touch with the struggles of everyday individuals. Others may attack his business decisions or personal lifestyle choices. In such a scenario, it would be easy for this billionaire to take these criticisms personally, allowing them to affect his self-esteem and emotional well-being. However, if he practices indifference to external opinions, he can recognize that these criticisms often stem from the critic's own insecurities, biases, or frustrations. By understanding that others' negative comments are more reflective of their issues than of his character or accomplishments, he can choose not to internalize their judgments. This billionaire's ability to remain indifferent to public criticism allows him to focus on what truly matters: his goals, values, and vision for his business. Instead of being derailed by negative opinions, he can channel his energy into making decisions that align with his principles and aspirations. This mindset not only fosters resilience, but also enables him to continue pursuing his passions without being hindered by the fear of judgment. Encouraging viewers to recognize that others' actions often reflect their own issues is a vital step in learning not to take things personally. When someone criticizes or judges us, it is essential to remember that their behavior may be rooted in their own experiences, insecurities, or frustrations. For instance, a colleague who undermines your ideas in a meeting may be struggling with their own feelings of inadequacy or fear of being overshadowed. By understanding this dynamic, we can cultivate empathy and compassion rather than allowing their actions to provoke a defensive or hurt response. This perspective shift can be liberating. When we stop taking things personally, we free ourselves from the emotional burden of trying to please everyone or seeking validation from external sources. Instead, we can focus on our own values and beliefs, allowing them to guide our actions and decisions. This internal focus fosters a sense of self-assurance and confidence, enabling us to navigate challenges with greater ease. To further reinforce this mindset, it can be helpful to practice self-reflection. When faced with criticism or judgment, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what is this person's perspective based on? What might they be experiencing that leads them to express these opinions? This reflective practice can help you detach from the emotional weight of their words and view the situation more objectively. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who uplift and encourage you can create a positive environment that reinforces your sense of self-worth. Engaging with people who appreciate you for who you are can help counterbalance the negative impact of external opinions. In conclusion, learning to stop taking things personally is a transformative skill that can enhance emotional resilience and well-being. By embracing the concept of indifference to external opinions, we can empower ourselves to maintain our confidence and sense of identity, regardless of others' judgments. The example of a billionaire facing public criticism illustrates how understanding that others' actions often reflect their own issues can help us detach from negative feedback. By practicing self-reflection and surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals, we can cultivate a mindset that prioritizes our values and beliefs over external validation. Ultimately, this journey toward emotional independence allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence, fostering a more fulfilling and authentic existence. The acceptance of mortality is a profound concept that can significantly reduce feelings of anger and frustration in our lives. Central to this idea is the philosophical principle of memento mori, a Latin phrase that translates to "remember that you must die." This concept serves as a reminder of the inevitability of death, encouraging individuals to reflect on their lives and the transient nature of existence. By acknowledging our mortality, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for life and a greater sense of peace, ultimately leading to a reduction in anger and resentment. Memento mori has been a significant theme throughout history, appearing in various philosophical, artistic, and religious contexts. It serves as a powerful reminder that life is fleeting and that our time on Earth is limited. This awareness can prompt us to reevaluate our priorities and perspectives, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. When we confront the reality of our mortality, we often find that many of the things that provoke anger, such as trivial disagreements, petty grievances, or the pursuit of material success, become less significant in the grand scheme of life. For instance, consider a person who is consumed by anger over a minor conflict with a colleague. In the heat of the moment, it may seem like a significant issue, but when viewed through the lens of memento mori, the perspective shifts dramatically. Recognizing that life is finite can lead to a realization that holding on to anger over trivial matters is not worth the emotional toll it takes. Instead, one might choose to let go of the conflict, focusing on fostering positive relationships and creating meaningful experiences. This shift in priorities can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious existence. Facing death can also inspire individuals to prioritize their time and energy more wisely. When we accept that our days are numbered, we become more intentional about how we spend our time. This awareness can motivate us to pursue our passions, nurture our relationships, and engage in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. As a result, the things that once triggered anger or frustration may begin to fade into the background, replaced by a focus on what truly enriches our lives. Encouraging viewers to reflect on what truly matters in life is an essential aspect of embracing the concept of memento mori. Taking time to consider our values, relationships, and aspirations can help us identify what is genuinely important. For example, when faced with the reality of mortality, many people find that their relationships with family and friends take precedence over career ambitions or material possessions. This realization can lead to a profound shift in how we approach our daily lives, prompting us to invest more time in nurturing connections and creating lasting memories. Moreover, reflecting on mortality can inspire gratitude for the present moment. When we recognize that life is fleeting, we become more attuned to the beauty and richness of our experiences. This heightened awareness can foster a sense of appreciation for the small joys in life, such as a warm cup of coffee, a sunset, or a heartfelt conversation with a loved one. By cultivating gratitude, we can diminish feelings of anger and resentment, replacing them with a sense of contentment and fulfillment. In conclusion, the acceptance of mortality, encapsulated in the concept of memento mori, can significantly reduce anger and frustration in our lives. By acknowledging the inevitability of death, we can shift our priorities and perspectives, focusing on what truly matters. This awareness encourages us to let go of trivial grievances and invest our time and energy in meaningful relationships and experiences. Reflecting on our values and aspirations can lead to a deeper appreciation for life, fostering gratitude and contentment. Ultimately, embracing the reality of our mortality allows us to live more fully and authentically, reducing the emotional burdens that often accompany anger and resentment. By remembering that our time is limited, we can cultivate a more peaceful and fulfilling existence, prioritizing love, connection, and joy over fleeting conflicts and frustrations. Emotional training is an essential practice for cultivating resilience and enhancing our ability to navigate life's challenges. One effective mental preparation tool that can aid in this journey is the concept of premeditatio malorum, a Latin phrase meaning premeditation of evils. This Stoic practice involves envisioning potential difficulties or negative outcomes before they occur, allowing individuals to mentally prepare for adversity. By anticipating challenges, we can reduce their emotional impact and respond more effectively when they arise. To incorporate premeditatio malorum into your daily routine, set aside a few minutes each day for this mental exercise. Find a quiet space where you can reflect without distractions. Begin by identifying specific situations that may cause you stress or anxiety, such as a challenging work project, a difficult conversation, or a personal conflict. Visualize these scenarios in detail, imagining the emotions and reactions that may arise. By mentally rehearsing these situations, you can develop strategies for coping with them. For example, if you anticipate feeling overwhelmed during a presentation, you might visualize yourself taking deep breaths, maintaining eye contact, and speaking confidently. This mental preparation can help you approach the actual situation with greater calmness and clarity. In addition to premeditatio malorum, daily self-reflection is a powerful tool for analyzing emotional responses. Taking time to reflect on your feelings and reactions can provide valuable insights into your emotional patterns and triggers. At the end of each day, dedicate a few moments to journal about your experiences. Consider questions such as, what emotions did I experience today? What triggered those emotions? How did I respond? Were my reactions constructive or counterproductive? By examining your emotional responses, you can identify areas for growth and develop strategies for improvement. For instance, if you notice that you frequently feel anger in response to criticism, reflect on why that might be. Is it tied to insecurities or past experiences? Understanding the root causes of your emotions can empower you to respond more thoughtfully in the future. Additionally, self-reflection can help you recognize patterns in your behavior, enabling you to make conscious choices about how you want to respond in similar situations moving forward. Highlighting the importance of consistent practice is crucial for achieving emotional mastery. Just as physical training requires regular exercise to build strength and endurance, emotional training necessitates ongoing commitment and practice. Incorporating premeditatio malorum and self-reflection into your daily routine can create a solid foundation for emotional resilience. Start small by committing to these exercises for just a few minutes each day, gradually increasing the time as you become more comfortable with the practices. Consistency is key to developing emotional awareness and mastery. Over time, these exercises can help you cultivate a greater understanding of your emotions, enabling you to respond to challenges with increased composure and clarity. As you practice, you may find that your emotional responses become more measured and intentional, allowing you to navigate difficult situations with greater ease. In addition to premeditatio malorum and self-reflection, consider incorporating mindfulness techniques into your daily routine. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, can enhance your emotional awareness and help you stay grounded in the present moment. By cultivating mindfulness, you can develop a greater capacity to observe your emotions without judgment, allowing you to respond to them more skillfully. In conclusion, practical exercises for daily emotional training can significantly enhance your emotional resilience and mastery. By introducing premeditatio malorum as a mental preparation tool, you can anticipate challenges and develop strategies for coping with adversity. Daily self-reflection allows you to analyze your emotional responses, providing valuable insights for growth and improvement. Finally, consistent practice is essential for achieving emotional mastery, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and clarity. By committing to these exercises, you can cultivate a deeper understanding of your emotions and develop the skills necessary to respond to life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Embracing this journey of emotional training can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life, empowering you to thrive in the face of adversity. As we conclude our exploration of mastering emotions through the lens of Stoicism, it's essential to reiterate the key points that can empower you to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and clarity. The teachings of Stoic philosophers, such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, remind us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. This fundamental principle is at the heart of emotional mastery, encouraging us to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes rationality and emotional regulation. One of the most impactful techniques we discussed is the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By mentally preparing for potential challenges and adversities, we can reduce their emotional impact and respond more effectively when they arise. This proactive approach allows us to face difficulties with a sense of calm and confidence, rather than being caught off guard by unexpected events. Additionally, we emphasize the importance of daily self-reflection. Taking time to analyze our emotional responses can provide valuable insights into our triggers and patterns. By journaling about our experiences and reflecting on our feelings, we can identify areas for growth and develop strategies for improvement. This practice not only enhances our emotional awareness, but also empowers us to make conscious choices about how we respond to various situations. Moreover, we introduced the concept of the 3-second rule, which encourages us to pause and reflect before reacting to emotionally charged situations. This brief moment of reflection can help us avoid impulsive reactions driven by anger or frustration, allowing us to respond more thoughtfully and constructively. As you embark on your journey toward emotional mastery, I encourage you to practice these techniques consistently. Just as physical training requires regular exercise to build strength, emotional training necessitates ongoing commitment and practice. Start small by incorporating premeditatio malorum and self-reflection into your daily routine, gradually increasing the time as you become more comfortable with these practices. Over time, you will likely notice a significant improvement in your emotional resilience and overall well-being. Engaging with these concepts is not just about personal growth. It's about fostering a community of individuals committed to emotional mastery and Stoic principles. I invite you to share your experiences and insights in the comments section below. How have you applied these techniques in your own life? What challenges have you faced, and how have you navigated them? Your stories can inspire others on their journey toward emotional resilience. If you found this content valuable, please consider subscribing to our channel for more insights on Stoicism, emotional mastery, and personal development. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos and resources designed to help you cultivate a more balanced and fulfilling life. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Spreading this knowledge can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to embark on their own journeys of emotional growth and self-discovery. In conclusion, mastering emotions through Stoicism is a powerful endeavor that can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. By embracing the principles of premeditatio malorum, daily self-reflection, and the 3-second rule, you can cultivate emotional resilience and navigate life's challenges with grace. Remember, the journey toward emotional mastery is ongoing, and every small step you take contributes to your growth. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to continuing this journey together. Let's embrace the teachings of Stoicism and empower ourselves to live more authentically and intentionally.